You've watched our other videos and got everything ready. Now it's time to set up and open your Etsy shop. If you watched our other videos, you've got your photos, descriptions, and list of tags ready along with some general pricing information. That's going to save you time and frustration. Okay, let's go to Etsy.com. First, you have to register. You'll find the register button at the top right corner. Enter your first name, your email, and a password. Then you'll have to confirm your account. Click on register and watch for an email with instructions on how to do that. When you do, you'll be taken back to Etsy. And now it's time to officially create your seller account. Click on Open Your Etsy Shop, right in the middle of the page on your screen. You're going to start by setting up your shop preferences. Pick your language of choice. English is the best choice for shops based in Canada. But give it some thought because once you choose your language, you can't change it. Choose Canada as your shop country. Pick the Canadian dollar as your currency. Now pick which best describes you and how you will use Etsy. And if you aren't sure, you can just pick Other. Next up, it's time to enter your shop name. Type in the name of your business, then click on Check Availability. If the name is available, that's great. But if it's a name already used by another Etsy shop, you'll need a different one. Try to think of a name that describes your business, or think of a variation of your business name. There are a lot of shops on Etsy, so it might take a few tries before you come up with one you like and that isn't used. Once you have a name, click Continue. Now, it's time to stock your shop. This is where all that time spent getting ready is going to pay off. Start by adding the photos of your first product. Then start adding in your listing details, the title of your product, what it is, about the product. Choose the description that is best for yours. Category, like where you would find your product in a store. If it doesn't match anything, you can always choose Other. Next are a number of additional description choices. These are optional, so you can decide if you want to add them. Now, we're at renewal options. If a product isn't sold, do you want to keep it in your store? You don't have to decide now. But for now, manual is probably the best choice because it's also free. Next, you have to say if your product is physical or digital. Digital is files or prints you can send electronically. Add the description of your product. If you wrote this ahead of time, this will only take a second. Now for section and tags. These are optional, but adding them is going to help people find your items when they search. Time to get into inventory and pricing. Hopefully you watched our video on that. Add the price of your product, how many are available, SKU is optional, and whether or not there are variations available. Shipping cost is something we also talked about in a different video, but if you missed it, there's lots of info available through Etsy and more at canadapost.ca to help you. Once you're done, save and continue to how you'll get paid, a pretty important part. It starts by letting Etsy know where your bank is located, probably Canada. Now, you have to add your banking information. Most of this is pretty straightforward, but you may not know your routing number offhand. You can find that on your checks, or with a quick call to your bank. Then, you need to set up your billing. This is there to make sure you get paid, but also to make sure Etsy gets paid for things like shop fees. Again, this is very straightforward. Just follow the instructions on the page. Then, open your shop. You're officially in business. You should still set up your orders and returns section, but you've got the basic store open. That's how you start. For more tips, you can check out one of our other videos or download our Etsy business resource guides at pauktuutit.ca/IWBN.